Yo, yo, yo!
Baby!
What's good?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody! How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Feels like it's been a long time. So, hey.
We're back.
Yeah, hopefully.
Your favorite podcast.
I hope. Yeah, it better be a favorite.
It is your favorite. I know they know it.
You know what I'm saying. Anyways, guys, for the new people who are just joining us, please hit that follow,
subscribe,
like, and always be there to get the new content, and also follow us on our social media platforms at Awesome Thoughts Podcast on Instagram and Awesome Thoughts on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, you know.
Yes.
Follow. It's a follow situation.
Follow, guys, because we want to interact with you guys and have that interaction, I'm saying.
Besides, guys, it is lockdown. Yes, we are on level 1 now, but still some of us are so used to being restricted now. It is becoming our lifestyle. So sometimes you need someone to talk to, sometimes you need to listen to somebody who talks too much.
Yeah,
we're here.
and maybe we can say something and you're just like, I don't think, and we encourage that,
which makes the world better.
We would so love you to tell us.
Views, we learn something from you.
We would so love you to tell us your view.
Yeah, man. And those who share the same views with us, hey, welcome to the fam, man.
No, even if you don't share the same views, welcome to the fam.
It's even better.
You bring a new perspective.
But everybody's equal.
And we learn. That's the whole point. We're learning, we're growing. So today, guys, we are hitting a topic that is quite sensitive, sort of, but it is sensitive because it's about the children. So we're talking about sticking it out for the children.
Yes.
So as I said in the previous episode, I am not for it. So if you owe me, you need to pay up. Pay me my money.
She don't play, trust me. And yeah, guys. There's a lot of not everyone is for it, but there is this thing whereby someone would rather die than leave their kids with the other half, or living with the kids alone without the parents. Some people like to stick it out for the kids, even if they know that this is not working with the father or the mother.
No, it's not a good example. It's not a good example because
the kids.
Yeah, because they look up to you, and when they're looking at mom and dad, they want to see a relationship. They want to see what kind of relationship it is.
They want to be encouraged. They want to feel loved.
Well,
they want to help
it's just they just compare as well sometimes, because you never know exactly. Kids just see what they see. So if they see that mom and dad don't really click the way that they're supposed to click, then they think that that's normal because they grow up with that mentality,
like
and they think that that's how it's supposed to be, especially with what was happening within the first days of quarantine. I mean, guys, if you think about it, like we're almost 1 year into quarantine, guys. Imagine, like, Sashai anniversary. Oh wow.
Yeah, so much GBV, man. It didn't make sense at all to think that these people, besides them fighting, they have children.
And if you're doing that in front of them, exactly,
who absorb everything.
They just soak it in, literally.
So now, 20 years later, you got another person beating someone and all those kind of things, mistreating someone because to them it's normal.
It goes on. It's like you
sticking it out for the kids. You ask this
passing it on to the generation.
You can tell this person is dying slowly. Actually, you can tell that this person is dead inside. You know what I'm saying? They're just walking. And then you ask, what's going on? They tell you, wherever I'm living, I'm not there, but I'm doing it for the kids,
But that is,
which is not right, because now you are teaching the kids to accept bad treatment and saying it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
which is,
I would like to just, now that you mentioned that was today's advice. Remember, acceptance.
Yeah.
We all choose what we accept, and if someone is, treating you like a puppet or dancing all over you and making
You're
you seem
accepting it.
you're not standing up for yourself. Your children are seeing that.
And they think
And-
it's good behavior.
Either they become the victim or the person who's doing that to them. So either way, it's not healthy. It's not healthy.
Seriously, that we are not saying you need to break up, right? But as much as you are in that
sometimes
vicinity,
it's a situation. But then here's the thing: even if you break up, just be amicable. That's it. This thing of Gucci, now we broke up, but we're still speaking badly of each other to the kids. Let the kids see for themselves. They're growing,
because
they're
laugh at
observing,
parents.
they're seeing for themselves. So if you come
They
now
have picked a side already.
with your own, if you come with your own poison, it does kind of bring out a type of image. You look a certain type of way, which is not, it's not always pretty. It's not always what you would think your kids are starting to think of you as. So exactly, punchline. So just try to be civil. As they were saying, in terms of this co-parenting thing, they normally say, sometimes the situation, say school-wise, and maybe they're struggling in a subject, but because you guys don't even want to deal with each other, you don't want to talk to each other, you don't know that. And sometimes the kids, it doesn't, it's not their duty to actually really say sometimes. They'll think, I told one parent, so obviously they both know. So they don't actually really think about it that way, and they would expect you to know. And that time, now you're forcing them somewhere, but on the other side, they say they don't want to do that. You see, and it doesn't click.
Yeah, but the thing is, with all that comes a matter of self-respect.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can be a spouse, you can be a husband, you can be a wife, you can be a fiance, you can be anything, but you are still you. You are human. It's basic enough for someone to treat you right, irregardless of their position, of your position in their life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It should be a matter of value. What is your value? Because sometimes in those cases, if you lose yourself, exactly, if you lose yourself and maybe you low self-esteem and all the other things, you will let someone treat you in a way that you just think life is all about my kids. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it is all about your kids, but it's all about you too. Because
sometimes
you never
parents
stop growing, right?
You never, but parents don't also realize that sometimes, us the kids, we actually would really love it if you just had your own life.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Because you're always on our case.
Yeah, you're sitting here worried about what I'm doing. Go do something.
Exactly.
Be free. As long as I know how to put butter on bread and make a cup of tea, I'ma survive.
You know what I'm saying?
I'ma survive. That's it. Just go out and live, sometimes. Because that's another problem.
That's where it all starts. When someone stops living because now they're believing that they're just living for the kids, which puts them in a position whereby someone just accepts any kind of treatment because, hey, whatever, it's my kids, but you are still a human being, you're like in full form, you know what I'm saying? You still have so much potential for you to do something, even better, even for them kids to live even better tomorrow, but if you stop there, you'll never know, So yeah, this is why there's so much violence in the houses and everything, because if you're accepting something, you are teaching someone how to treat you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you let them yell at you 500 times, they already know it's a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And
that's
these small ones that show are being a role model, because let's be honest, if you're a parent, you're a role model.
Yep.
Even if you're a step parent, you're still a role model. And all in all, what you do catches on to the kids.
Exactly, they watch.
So
everything.
if you think that
CCTV,
I'm just sticking it out for the kid, but the treatment is just not it.
Exactly.
It can't be. understand?
You need to.
Sometimes it's things that you need to talk about. You need to talk about, because sometimes you find that it's a result of maybe that person you are with was also molded by someone who used to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Which means then it's a disease, because that person
passing
doesn't know how to
curse,
treat someone. You could teach them, because behind that there could be a great person. But don't accept, that bad treatment. If that person refuses to be treated and still continues with that, doesn't mean you have to stick with it, because I know this person grew up like that. His dad used to beat his mom every day, and whenever he tells me his story, I feel bad for him, so he's broken inside. Yes, if he's not willing to be fixed, or if she is not willing to be fixed, man, who are you?
Exactly. I mean, it is, that situation, like you're saying. People do what they want to do. You can't change a person, as I've said.
Yes, it's people like to blame the past for being whoever they are. The past did not really, because yes, it played a part, because it showed you some basics, but you evolve as people, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Here's something. The past shouldn't be who you are. It shouldn't define you today. It's the past. It happened.
It should give you some lessons, not to
exactly.
Take
It shouldn't now become who you are. It shouldn't now every day. Now I'm
yes,
this
the first lady is always talking about heal.
Exactly. Heal, guys.
Yeah. So the thing is, what I found out mostly is that people have a choice. Because as a child, the life that you are living, is mostly influenced by the people you live with who are taking care of you. So basically, it's like you are living their life. But as you mature and you start living on your own, you are now living your life. Now you can see the balance. You can choose to be whoever you want to be at that particular time, because that is the time for you to be you.
Yeah.
Because even though you were living in a house that is like this, there's people who grew up in a family that is like that, whereby maybe the mother is beating the father or vice versa, but they still turn out okay. And then there's someone who decides that,
I'm gonna do the same.
Exactly, I'm gonna do the same. But you have been alone, you've been in a space.
But you know what happens as well? For also that to kind of happen, they say hurt people hurt people. So you find that it didn't stop at just beating the mom. Now it's everybody. Everybody's getting this hate, And there's a famous celebrity I saw at one of these videos that they always put on Facebook about these celebrities and stuff. And his story is like, his dad used to be that type of person, and there came a time when he could have probably beat his dad to death or something like that, or got into it with his dad, but then he chose not to go that direction. He chose to actually not be violent, and it's
personal choice.
You see, so because you know what that hurt has done, because otherwise then you turn it into a thing where, because I'm being bullied, I'm gonna bully someone else to take it off.
Yeah, it's a personal choice. As I'm saying that, it's a matter of you having to make a choice, because whatever happens outside your environment, yes, or whatever happens in your environment influences you to be someone, but deep down you are your own person.
Yeah.
Those other factors will just enhance the person you are inside. So you cannot blame the past for your failures. Some people will be saying, I would have been far if my parents were rich because I was going to go to this school. Nah.
No, it's not about that. No,
it's not about that. If you are great, you are great.
A lot of people who used to learn under trees is billionaires out here.
Exactly, and then some people.
So it's not really about the
school. Wheat Bix poor. You wake up, you eat Wheat Bix and you go to school, and then you're out here thinking, if I was. Where there's people who even never had food, but they still became something.
Don't limit yourself with useless things.
Yes, that's the violence being part of it.
It's basically almost being lazy in a sense. I mean, it's not. I mean, I'm a lazy person myself, But push yourself. I mean, you think about stuff, you think of things. Those thoughts are not just random, that comes up. it's stuff that you need to actually consider. That okay, if I do 1, 2, 3, what would the outcome be? We've got a thing called Google these days, so you can find out any type of answers you need. So yeah,
and another thing is sometimes we find that within that sticking it out for the kids, what I find, I spoke to a couple of people in terms of, okay, how did you even get to this situation where you are sticking it out for the kids? Were you guys not in love before? What happened? Then you find that, okay, we were never really in love. I just noticed that this guy has money, and I decided, you know what, if I have these kids, I'm gonna have a good life,
Yeah,
so
you see,
it's more like you're on a 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying?
Those go back to what I was saying of the lazy thinking now. You end up staying because at some point you don't like that person. That's where when I remember we were talking, I was telling you about people who be like, I can't even stand the sight of this person, like even
but
for them
to
touch me,
But you live with them.
But you live with them because why? Because why? Like you said, the money, the things that they have, and then because you were lazy to think and to try and to come up with some sort of plan, use Google to try and see what you can find and make some cash, because now you can't get out because you reliant on this person that you can't stand, you can't even touch, but you reliant on them because you have no way out.
And then you say, "Oh, staying for the kids."
Now you want to start thinking, which is not a bad thing. It's never too late to start thinking. I just pray that you start thinking.
And sometimes it's a matter of a dude seeing that okay, this girl is too hot. She might slip out of my hand. Let me get her pregnant so fast, and then that's it. And then you find that there was really no spark there. So one of the people is trying to live their life while the other one is out there following and not giving them space. So there's many things that happen within that. When you find that someone is saying, I'm sticking it out for the kids, I personally don't think that's. I think it's an excuse.
It's crazy.
I think it's an excuse.
It's sad how naturally when people have children they want to stay together for the child, right?
Yes.
But also just to hopefully mend the relationship. Then comes these people who don't want anything with each other but are staying together for the kids, and you just think, I feel like those who separated are much better off because you both have your individual relationship with the child, at least,
which is great because the
child is happy,
both of you.
The child is living their best life and is not seeing a bad vibe because they see mom wherever if she's moving on, dad wherever if he's moving on. When they come together in honor of me, they come with respect and it flows. Unlike seeing disrespect and degrading and all this hate
and violence most of all
in front of you, and you think, oh, it's a family because we're all together in one roof. No,
but living a monster life, man. Witnessing your mom getting kicked in the stomach and punched.
Talk about all those people
or witnessing your dad being mad something, and other kids are telling you about their dads at school, and you wonder that your dad is just nothing but someone who gets pushed around the house, and how does that make you? How does that shape you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So whereas if someone just decides, because them they actually, if they decide to go, maybe let's say someone says, no, I can't treat me like this, I'm out. You will also know that this is not the right way to treat a person.
Yeah.
But in that situation, you will still love both your parents. You will never choose sides because they are your parents. You will accept their nature because in all of them, in you, there is a part of your, both of your parents. So you will be able to live with both of them. But even though they can't live with each other.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think also people should not be selfish, because if someone is going to say I'm sticking it out for the kids, they're actually not looking out for the kids, they're looking out for themselves. Because if you are looking out for the kids and you want the best,
it's basically about an image.
Yes, don't try to put an image while actions say something else, because it will be a family thing whereby everyone is looking, everyone in a picture we can smile, you know. But on a daily basis, when you guys try, sometimes you find that it goes on for the next 15 years, and then someone decides, okay, we can't do this anymore. So why were you doing all this time? Because it has been the same treatment. Why did it take you so long? You know? No, I wanted my kids to grow, but what did you instill in the kids' minds? Because if you can take such treatment for 15 years, they can also take the same treatment for 15 years.
So now what are you passing on?
Exactly. Be a good example, be a role model.
Continuing the cycle that we're trying to end.
It doesn't matter whether you are the female, you are the male, you are the rich one, you are the broke one.
You know,
being human is basic enough for you to be treated like a person. Respect. If someone doesn't respect you, I don't even see how you get to a point whereby you guys are living together for 5 years, but with someone who doesn't respect you.
No, I mean, what? That's where they come in and they say, "Who do you see?" I mean, that's the only.
And whether you are just scared of making a decision.
Yo, guys.
Even though you can see the truth, yes, there is things that sometimes work out.
I tell you, if
after a while someone learns, but people don't change, you know. People do not change. So it can be a matter of if you know that why is this person reacting like this. There may be cases whereby like a case whereby, let's say for example, it's just an example, let's say you catch me cheating. Now I have to play soft to you because you have one up on me. Then I know I wronged you. So you can snap all you want for 3 months, 6 months, you know what I'm saying? That's a different case, because you are taking that because you know what you did, even though it's not right for you to respect. You have some sort of, you know, understanding as
it's
to
the consequence.
Yes, it's the consequence. Then maybe after 3 months you become alright or whatever, then we are back to normal. And then there's a sense whereby this person is naturally not nice to you. This person forgets that you exist. This person beats you up, you know. Don't let kids be the reason why you take abuse.
Exactly.
Because kids also understand. Those guys are old people who just got reincarnated. They know everything. There's nothing new under the sun. You know, they can even be wise enough to tell you, but why do you let, you know?
Exactly. Some kids, you know, as smart as they are these days, they question. They're like, why?
Consider them, guys.
Why are you still here?
Taking it out for the kids. Guys, I'm taking it out for the kids. For the what?
No.
Where's your life? You dead already, dead walking.
You better get your life.
Why can't you just get up and get your life together, you know, and be something, you know? Because most people, when they start having kids, they give up on dreams, they give up on everything. It is doable. We have seen people come from teenage pregnancies to being CEOs, graduating, you know?
It's possible.
Everyone, people coming from prison to be something, pastors, you know, everything. It is possible. There's nothing that you can say, no, I've got 3 kids now, there's nothing I can do. There's something you can do. Or the guy who says, no man, my life, you know, I've dedicated, I gave up my career,
even while
I gave up my music, I gave up everything for the family, so now I can't live now. You are lying.
You can.
Instead of failing, get up.
Just try, you know.
Yeah, you can't tell us that you accept bad treatment and start. Now we're seeing cases whereby people are reporting each other. He's beating me, she's beating me, she's doing this. Why don't you just leave?
In my primary school.
You're telling me you sit there and you hope that someone is going to change.
Like in my primary school, there was this thing. It was a poem, but this is what I remember. It says, if at first you don't succeed, you try and try again. So even if you're in that relationship where you feel like you can't stand that person, try something low-key, you know, on the low. Just try something to generate your side income so you can leave. It gives you at least a backbone, because I think about 80%, if not 90% of the time, that's the whole reason why someone is sustaining someone, so that's why they can't leave.
Sometimes yes,
And
90-something%.
You can't continue. You just like, I can't do this, because if I leave, where am I gonna go? Oh no. So that's why you need to start making a plan.
Can be vice versa.
That's why I'm just saying in general.
Sometimes there's cases whereby the other party is doing absolutely nothing. Let's say, for example, it's a rich lady who gets married to a guy who's not even working, to get abused by the same guy. Vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
That's insane.
It happens, even if it can be a rich dude.
I don't know
how
that would be.
Yeah, but you know, but that woman will still abuse him, even though he has all the money, because psychologically they got them. Because there's, you know, that you will see someone like they're giving up everything they have, you know, and they're
just for this
accepting
person.
everything.
But why? This is where I'm saying it again. But to see you.
Guys, stop listening other children.
Honestly, if you're just doing something, then there's a bigger question to that. But guys, I feel like that's all we could cover for today. But thank you for listening. Hopefully we've sparked something. If there's anything short within what we've said, please let us know. We're very eager to just hear from anybody about what you think. You know, whatever color you are, wherever you come from, we just want to hear your thoughts on awesome thoughts.
Yes, let's share those awesome thoughts, guys. Let's share those awesome thoughts.
Remember, heal.
Yeah, Paula, keep it easy.
Peace.